Good morning, Falcons fans. My name is Patrick Seals, and welcome to Week 4 edition of How Disappointing Are the Atlanta Falcons Going to Be This Season. It is Week 4, and I'm doing my predictions for the Atlanta Falcons. We played the Washington football team in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I will be at that game, so I will be giving you another video telling you how disappointing I am in the Atlanta Falcons. So this morning, the injury report reads that Russell Gage and Marlon Davidson did not practice on Wednesday and Thursday, and they are likely to be a game time decision for our game on Sunday. However, we did get AJ Terrell back on the practicing field, and it looks like he's a full participant. He will be starting and playing for us, and thank God, because we missed him. Now, we played the Washington football team, and in my prediction video before the start of the season, I predicted us to lose this game, but on paper, it looks like the Falcons have a chance to actually win this game. It looks like the Falcons have a chance to win this game. I'm not going to change my prediction. I still think the Falcons are going to lose because the Falcons are going to do what Falcons do best, and that's mess up. But the stats for Washington, they kind of jump out at me because they give up a lot of points per game, rushing and passing. They give up over 100 yards rushing per game and over 300 yards passing per game. So altogether, they give up over 400 yards altogether on defense. And I like our chances this week. Our offense won its first game. We looked kind of terrible the last couple of weeks, but slowly but surely we're able to get it together, score first downs, touchdowns, finally move the ball past 50-yard line. The biggest person I think is going to be our biggest problem on defense is going to be Chase Young. He is still a young NFL player, but he is an animal in the football field. He has all the tools and makings to be the next J.J. Watt or whoever, because he is a monster, man. I'm excited to play him to see how our offensive line holds up against him. More particularly, he doesn't even lead his team in sacks right now. It is, let me find him. Chase Young has 0 sacks right now and 2 tackles for losses, but he does have a pass deflection, and Matt Ryan's going to have to be careful this week of throwing the ball directly to the defensive lineman's head, because Chase Young has a pass deflection on a year already, and Matt Ryan had 2 interceptions that way already this year. It's crazy because I like this game. We have a chance of winning. The Falcons have a chance of making me look like a liar in front of all our fans. We played the Washington football team, which I roasted in my last video because they don't even have a logo. They don't have a logo. They don't have a mascot. They don't have anything. When Freddie the Falcon comes out there and looks for the other team's mascot, he's gonna be fighting John Cena. He's gonna be nobody there because they have a mascot. So we have to get off on them. It's this dude Jay Allen. He leads their team in sacks. I've been looking for it this whole time, but he leads their team in sacks. He has 8 tackles, 8 solo tackles, 3 sacks, and 4 tackle for losses. He plays defensive tackle, so this is going to be a challenge for our middle interior linemen, Jalen Mayfield and Matt Hennessy. They're going to have to step up this game, so I'm going to pick Matt Hennessy to be the biggest disappointment for this game because he has to contend with Jay Allen, who has 3 sacks on the season for the Washington football team. And our interior linemen have been our biggest chink in our armor for this football team this year. They've given up a lot of sacks, a lot of blitzes up the middle of the offensive linemen, and they've let Matt Ryan get sacked multiple times, man. I don't like our chances this week against Washington's interior linemen, especially Chase Young, who's still developing, but most specifically, Jay Allen. Jay Allen looks like he's going to be a problem for us. Washington football team, but their defense they're giving up 30 points a game. Washington football team is giving up 30 points a game, man. And I like our chances. Now, granted, the Falcons are only scoring 16 points a game. We still have a chance we have all the weapons to definitely score 30 points. And it looks, on paper, it looks like the Washington football team is going to give us another W. But we have to wait and see how this game unfolds, man. Tyler Haneke, he's a mobile quarterback. And our defense struggles with mobile quarterbacks that we've seen the past couple weeks. Daniel Jones got a 2-point conversion on us. Jalen Hurts was looking like a young Mike Vick against the Atlanta Falcons defense. And it's always been our Achilles heel for a long time. The Atlanta Falcons have a hard time slowing down mobile quarterbacks, going from sideline to sideline. They evade tacklers, and they make big plays and get huge chunks of yards at a time. 3rd down conversions, 4th down conversions. It doesn't matter. Our defense struggles with mobile quarterback and Tyler Haneke. This is the team that just came from the playoffs this past season. They lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card game at home, but Tyler Haneke, he was able to score multiple points, keep that team in the ball game, and ultimately keep them competitive. So he's gonna on offense, Matt Hennessy is gonna be our biggest problem because he has to contend with Jay Allen. But Tyler Haneke, our biggest problem is going to be our safeties. Because Grady Jarrett, he's going to be able to penetrate the line to get him to roam out of the pocket. And our safeties are going to have to be alive. They're going to have to be on alert because those rollout plays, those naked bootlegs, whatever you call you, they can't allow themselves to get burnt. They can't allow anything deep past them. So they're going to have to be on all pins and needles for this game. I like our chances, man. I like our chances. Our offense has to get going. Matt Ryan, he's averaging 239 yards a game. And this is an interesting stat because a lot of Falcons fans are talking about he's not able to throw the ball 12, 13 yards down the field. All his throws are average 6 yards per throw. He's averaging 6 yards a throw versus Tyler Haneke is averaging 2 yards a throw. Tyler Haneke is averaging 237 yards a game, and he has a passer rating of 97.7 compared to Matt Ryan's passer rating of 87.1. Yet, Matt Ryan has a 79.9 percentage of completion, and that's because he's only throwing the ball 2-3 yards down the field, but he's averaging 6 yards a throw. And that is interesting to me because a lot of those yards are coming from Cordell Patterson. Cordell Patterson has one less target than Mike Davis. Mike Davis is tied second with Kyle Pitts for the second most targets on the season, behind Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley has the most targets on the season from Matt Ryan. Behind him are Kyle Pitts and Mike Davis. Mike Davis is a top target for Matt Ryan. However, Mike Davis is averaging 4.9 yards a catch, which means, again, Matt Ryan is making multiple throws behind the line of scrimmage, and his running back are able to make good plays on the ball to get average yards. They're getting Mike Davis is getting 4.4 yards a catch. Cordell Patterson is averaging 11.8 yards a catch. And those are Matt Ryan's top 3 targets. Calvin Ridley, Mike Davis, Cordell Patterson. They're his top 3 targets of the season. And most of his yards are coming from yak. They're coming from yards after catch where the running backs are able to make good plays after the fact, avoid tacklers, and get an average. Cordell Patterson a first down, Mike Davis 5 yards at the least. And that's from the running back committee. And I'm still in favor that Cordell Patterson needs to be starting over Mike Davis because, again, all his stats pop out more than than Mike Davis. I'm sorry. He has one less target than Mike Davis, but he's averaging more yards a catch and rushing. Mike Davis is averaging 3.8 yards a rush, and Cordell Patterson is averaging 4.0. Even though he has way less attempts than Mike Davis, he's still, when he does get the ball, he's able to get us half of a first down. And I'm in favor of him starting over Mike Davis. Mike Davis is a washed up Mike Turner at this point. He was Mike Turner post 2012. around that time period. He was very slow. He was always slow, but he didn't have the same burst of energy. He wasn't trucking people like he was before. And Mike Davis is just tall. He's just fat. That's all it is. He's just fat. He's just another fat guy playing football who doesn't use his body to the best of his advantage. So I say Cordell Patterson should be starting over him because he's way more athletic. He's way more faster. He gives us a better chance to be competitive in that backfield, juke around, make moves, and score touchdowns, and do what we do. You know what I mean? Because this past Sunday, it was a good time, man. We won. I like that feeling, Falcons. I wanted to keep it going, and I don't think that we are because I predicted us to lose this game. So I'm going to say my level of disappointment for this week is going to be a 7. I picked Matt Hennessy and one of the safeties to be the biggest disappointments for this game. We have a good chance of winning. The Washington football team giving up over 440 yards a game. They are averaging, they have a 9-34 percentage rate on third down conversions, which means they get out of 34 attempts on third down, they've converted 9 third down conversions, which gives them a 26.47 percentage of third down conversions. So we can get them off the field on paper. If I'm playing this game on Madden, according to these stats, we have a good chance of winning, even though our offense isn't adequately enough making enough plays to get the yardage and the touchdowns and the percentages and the points. But that's why we still have to play the game. We still have to play the game to see who is the most ultimate team, because we've been on a win streak against the Washington football team. Last time we played them, they were formerly known as the Washington Redskins. We went down there and Washington and beat them in 2018. In 2015, they came down here and we beat them. And in 2012, we went up to Washington to play RG3 and we whooped them again. And then in 2009, they came back here one more time with Jason Campbell and we beat them again, baby. So we got a little streak going on against Washington sports football. Y'all be on the lookout for my disappointment video dropping on Sunday. My name is Patrick Seals. Sorry about those technical difficulties. Y'all subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, share, follow, comment. Follow me on social media. Patrick Seals on Facebook. SealsMan93 on Instagram. Patrick Seals _93 on Twitter. Shouts out to Ace Cole for my music. Shouts out to everybody who subscribed to my YouTube channel. I thank y'all. I'm at 69 right now. So y'all keep on subscribing, share, follow, comment. Subscribe to my Patreon, The Comedy Hustle LLC. Buy my merch. I got hoodies coming. Ask me about it. I'm Patrick Seals. Y'all have a good day. Peace.